marry from your tribe.
Hi guys, so this is Kianen's 2 cents, and I welcome every one of us to this channel. So from the video we just saw, a renowned pastor, a woman that I respect so much, in the person of Reverend Funke Felix Adejumo, who is one of the founding pastors of Agape Christian Ministry, has advised that people should marry from their tribe. Okay, and she went ahead to give a biblical reference to back up her advice, and she referred to that part of the Bible where Abraham asked his servant to go to his tribe to get a wife for his son. And then she went ahead to also say that a Christian has no business dating a Muslim. So before I share my own opinion about her advice, I want to just quickly give us like a background information on who this woman is. So like I said, she's a pastor, she's a reverend, and she also runs a foundation. And this foundation caters to the welfare of women and poor people. So it is no surprise that she speaks so much about things that concern women, and we know that marriage is one of those things that women aspire for. So back to her point, people shouldn't marry from their tribe. I have a very big problem with that statement. In fact, I have everything wrong. I see everything wrong in most of the things she said, with due respect to her. Let me start by saying that she made a reference to a part of the Bible which I always tell people not to make mistakes about. And what's that mistake? A lot of people go to the scriptures or go to the Bible and take the letters, forgetting the spirit behind the text. All right? People forget that these scriptures or the Bible was written by a people that have a culture. People forget that the Bible is written, the Bible is geographical. Okay? If you want to follow the Bible verbatim, the instructions given in the Bible, we will make a lot of mistakes. First and foremost, in our day and time, is it wise? Will she advise that a man should send his servant to get a wife for his son in this age and time? Because that's exactly what Abraham did. But that doesn't obtain anymore today. So I feel people make that mistake of bringing in what happened during the Bible times and expect it to happen now, when in their own right senses they can't even do that. So just like I asked, can this pastor ask her servant to go and get a wife for her son? Because that's exactly what Abraham did. And then I realized that she veered off from talking about tribe to asking that a Christian shouldn't date a Muslim. I think that was so unnecessary. Like I said, in this age and time, people should begin to teach people how to accommodate every race, every tongue, and every faith. I think it is time we began to look at humanity and not religion. It is time people realize that religion shouldn't be the opium of the people like it has always been stated. So for me, I feel there's everything wrong with her statement. I can go on and on, but I don't want to make this too long. So I want to invite my brother K. I'm sure he has a couple of things to say about this woman's advice. So K, what do you have to say?
And yes, so I have a little something to say. I before I even give my 2 cents, I want to appeal to our listeners. If they've gotten this far to where they are listening to what I'm saying, then I commend you, because I know for a fact when it comes to religion and politics, people become very defensive and tune off, especially when you say what they don't want to hear. I pulled these videos from Tunde Enot's page, and boy, if you see the comments, the reason I'm discussing the comment is because subconsciously, most of them did not even realize that they were kind of also slightly disagreed with what she said, because most of them kept saying, well, what she's really talking about is faith. Oh, what she's really talking about is religion. I'm like, nah, we're not deaf. We heard what she said, you know. So you could tell, and the one thing is one person, I just don't want to call names. One particular thing one person said was, "I agree with her," and then call those who did not agree ignorant. And I want people to understand that, especially when it comes to issue in general. Once you disagree with something, usually that other thing sounds ignorant to you. So it's a circle. What goes around comes around, kind of thing. Um, but I completely agree with you, and I do. Um, and I think I'm going to give a different outlook on why I disagree. Is first of all, the one thing we always have to look at is the intent, and that woman clearly loves her people, and her intentions are good. Unfortunately, she reminds me of one person I know, and I'm sure when I give you the the person, you would understand. I didn't check her age, but I want to believe she's in her maybe mid 60s or maybe early 60s. She reminds me of my mother, and I'm sure she reminds a lot of us about but 90. If we are going to check about 90, the people that agree with her the most is women her age, because even though she's a pastor, her topic, or this topic, is based on her experiences, our own life experiences, our own time, our own environment. And many women her age would agree with her because this was the same orientation they went through. And she just relaying that message, right? She does not understand that this time and age, those things do not apply. So the key important thing is that the intentions are good, but I'm hoping that her listeners understand that she doesn't necessarily have to give the best advice, even though her intentions are good. Listen to understand, don't listen to respond. You know, I don't want to make this too long by picking on experiences that have nothing to do with culture and religion, and vice versa. We could go with that debate forever of people marrying in their own. We could marry another Christian and the same religion, the same culture, and still get divorced or still go through hell. I'm hoping that everybody listening to this would know that outside of religion, outside of tradition, outside of beliefs, the person that you decide to marry, you should know that person's heart. And that's what is important, regardless of all the extras. So I agree with you 100%. I don't want to make this too long, and but if you disagree, please still feel free to share. Like I said, their intentions are, I believe, are good. She's not trying to lead people astray, but I'm hoping that we are old and smart enough to be able to understand that, not all advice might be in everyone's best interest. All right, subscribe and follow.